Hello, welcome everyone to this amazing show. I love having talks with such amazing people, and today I'm fucking grateful because I've got the big chance and the honor to have Chelsey with me. Chelsey, welcome to Relationship. Should we talk about it?
Thank you
How
so
are you?
much. I'm awesome, Romain. I have been looking so forward to this. Being on the same screen as you makes me very happy. How do we
Thank
get so
you.
darn lucky? Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, thank you for this series. It's actually been so amazing. These videos and the facilitators that you've had on are just, what an epic creation. What, just really beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. I love it. I love it because it's never the same. Chelsey,
Yeah.
if someone not lucky enough to know you, can you talk a bit about you?
Sure. Gosh. I am an Access Consciousness Certified Facilitator. And I have been, gosh, what do you want to know? What kind of stuff should I say? I'm a girl. I am a Pisces. No, just kidding. I know Romain from being in access classes with him, where he is always a big bundle of beautiful, smiling joy, and very, very, very fun to say hi to. And so I certify, I facilitate the tools of access consciousness, among other things. I do a lot of beauty and design work. So that's kind of my baby. That's especially been my baby lately, is a lot of playing with businesses and websites and graphics and building that business up while facilitating. Yeah, so I'm a happy lady these days.
I can tell that, like, you're having a big smile. So for everyone will look at this later, we are in the middle of a global pandemic, coronavirus. Right. Yes, right? Like
oh yeah, that thing.
That. And it's so much fun. I mean,
I know, isn't that an insane thing to say? It is so much fun. It's like every day it's a very interesting time to be around, and I'm like, it's weirdly awesome.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like my smile is all day like this because I really, at the beginning, I was like, hey, what's right about this? I'm not getting.
Yeah.
And it maybe for the few first days, and now I keep creating stuff amazing. I keep having chat with people all around the world, like just telling me how grateful they are, how like they really see the benefit of that. It's insane to say, but it's really like taking time for themselves, creating different stuff, sometimes being confronted to like you are confined at home with, in some case, some pretty abusive like relationship. And at the same time, like being aware of that, like you can make choice, And a lot of people just answering me, yeah, so I'm stuck at home with my husband or my wife, and it's not fun at all. And at the same time, that have that willingness to be uncomfortable can, like, if you choose it, can be such a gift and change.
And nothing is created from comfort. So like, what a gift. Even in that, people are having to, I think that's what's getting me so stoked too, is it's like literally choose or die now. People, either in business, in money, in relationship, it's you have to look at yourself in the mirror now. People are being forced to, and I'm just like so happy to see this level of like change and choice going in the world, because people are just like kind of being forced to now. There's no like complacency. There's no like, nah, I'll get to it later, especially business. And I freaking love business, but I'm watching people be like, I'm like, you got to shift or you're going to die, or the business is going to die. Like, you really, what questions can you ask? It's like a really groovy time to be around, actually. So high five.
Yeah, and it might be a one-time change, like in a good way, like, oh my God. And as you said, I work with a lot of businesses. I have a lot of businesses, but I work and try to be the invitation for them to choose to pivot now and see this as a great opportunities instead of like, oh wow, my God, what's going on? It's like,
right? Yeah, be in
it's
reaction.
amazing. Yeah. I've been in touch with big company, like, hey, do you want me to help you? Like, instead of canceling your event, like live, do you want me to help you to be online and how to handle that? And sometimes, oh, he's too nice. Like, what's going on? And I just get an email 5 minutes ago. Big company, yeah, okay, sorry. Can you help us? And yeah, it's so fun. And yeah, how does it get any better than this? And
totally.
for me, same time for relationship. Like if you look at the logo up there somewhere, it's like pretty the color of relationship, like lovers and stuff. But for me, a relationship can be anything. A relationship with money, with your business partner, with your love, with your kids, with your grandparents, anyone around. So it's all about that.
Totally. Totally. Yeah, the relationship with self, I think, is a real big one for people right now. You know, they're getting really clear about, or needing to, or at least looking at getting really, really clear about what they really want now. Like it's, yeah, I think it's interesting. So how are you doing? You're at your home with your family?
It was so funny because I was supposed to be in Australia at the beginning of April. I was supposed to be in Australia at the beginning of May. All of that is cancelled. I was supposed to be in New Zealand end of May. All of that is cancelled. And I'm so fucking happy.
Right?
Like, I'm at home with my wife, Elodie, you know pretty well, and my two kids. And it's like, obviously, the first few days, it's like, hey, kids, we will put some fucking rules. If you don't want me to kill you right now, like, it's like we will be together for at least 1 week, and it's almost 3 now, and I don't see that as finished right now. And it's like, let's be a contribution to each other. We have the chance to have, we have a house, we have a pool, it's not big, but we have some grass and like we can be outside. So I probably not have the same speech if I was in a tiny little apartment with 2 kids in the middle of Paris, obviously.
Yeah.
But guess what?
You're not.
I didn't choose that. So,
you know what? That's a cool point I think you bring up actually, is like being in whatever quarters you're in, confined quarters, or you've got, you know, a little bit of space, but like relationship has always interested me. I've always been like, we're going to talk about like romantic relationship just for a second. I've always been like avoid it because it's so confronting. Like it's so confronting. And that's another cool thing, that if you are in a relationship and you are with those people or like your family or your person, is it's like the one thing that I get will facilitate you more than anything is like working through relationship, and really like, man, it just brings up everything. Like I think it can be the stickiest, hardest place in the whole world. But if you can get through that, and if you can really get diligent about using the tools that you know and getting really, really vulnerable with yourself, brutally honest with yourself and your partner, it's like, what a place for possibility. You know?
Yeah, I'm just like doing that because I'm so happy, and it's like, like we do a lot of live stuff. We have Elodie and I, a lot of stuff happening at the same time. She's currently translating Simon in the other room, and it's like you just want to have the allowance for yourself and for others to have their own space. And at the same time, it's maybe 10 days ago, like I was doing a show like this, and she just texted me because she was going to be in somewhere else virtually when I out, and so I so love what we are creating together right now. It's so I'm so grateful. I love you and stuff. It's like, how does it get any better than that? That if you just be the space, honoring yourself, like do what you want, even if it's the house, like doing self things for you and not against other, it could pretty work very well. And at the same time, if it's not, maybe it's time to prepare the exit of the relationship.
That's really cool. I like hearing about you talking about your relationship. You guys are really beautiful together. What can I ask you? Can I can I spin it and ask you some questions?
Yeah.
So what, how long have you guys, you're married?
Yes,
you're married?
we are.
I am not, but you're married, and you guys have been married how long?
9 years.
Wow, my God. Can I ask you what your tool is that you use the very most? What tool do you use the very most for relationship ease?
I would say I didn't have the word before, but Christel so much said it last week. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like, no, just being allowance. Yes, for myself. Like, oh, I'm going to say something. What's
no? Wait, don't do it.
No, because for many years, like we have been together for 17 years this year.
Wow, that's amazing. Cool.
No, but it's like roller coaster. We almost divorced maybe 2 times, but it's just every time we just ask each other, like we keep asking questions. So that's
the thing, right?
Tool.
Never dip into conclusion, and because the second you're concluding, you've killed creation completely. Yeah. And then you're like, and then you just have to, you're done.
No.
So and then you gotta like scrounge your way out of your conclusion and be like, okay, let's create again.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And that's it. Like, let's ask what is contributing right now. Is a relationship is a contribution? Is a relationship is generative? And if you get a no, it's not you have to divorce and move. It's like, ask more questions and talk about it. And it's funny because for many, many years, I was perceiving when everyone around are doing not very well. So with my wife, I was like, please come on, tell me what's going on. And a bit of lack of confidence for me. It's like, it has to be about me, like, I'm a selfish prick and like, if she's not happy, it's on me and whatever. And it was not contributing. Now, what I love to do is being that allowance, and I'm so grateful for the access consciousness tools. It's like, I can go to her and say, hey, can I contribute to you on something?
Cool.
And just let her answer. And if I saw she's not answering a bit, I just move. You know what I mean? Like, okay. And that's an invitation for her to choose to talk to me about that, or for her to know that sometimes without speaking, you are contributing.
Totally. And it's not my fault. Yeah. I mean, somebody could just be going through something. It's like when that's always been my like favorite thing to watch women do. And I do it or have done it is like, you okay? Are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? What did I do wrong? I must have done something wrong. What did I do wrong? Are you okay now? What about this? Can we talk about it? Let's keep talking. I think we should talk a little more. Let's talk about. And then like the dude is like, leave me the fuck alone. It's just like, just leave like space.
I'm just asking myself, I am a woman. I was so doing that. And since I don't, I lose much less energy.
Oh, that's such good advice, to just not
be the space and the lightness of it, like being there for the other one. But like, I say that on every show, but not always the same. But like, you are the one, and I watching this now, later, you are the one responsible to choose happiness and fulfill your happiness cup. So once you know that, and you choose to be the leader of your life and just choose for you, not again, other, you will be the invitation for others not to follow you, but to choose for themselves. And it brings a much more lightness to your relationship in general. And when people know it's not on them.
Yeah, and it's so much more empowering. Yes, well said. And it's so much more empowering. Because I know when I've been left alone with I'm being shitty in relationship, or I'm just being bitchy or whatever, and somebody literally is like, you know what? If you say you're good, I'm going to leave you be. that leaves me two choices: to keep being pissed just to be pissed and like sit in my own misery longer, or step up and be like, okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I actually do have something to talk to you about. It's like shutting up is such a facilitation, like just shutting up. And it's like, it's against, for some weird reason, it's like against, I think, so many people's like instinct, because everybody wants to chase. Somebody's withdrawn and you're like, let me help. What is, you know? And it's like, no, like to actually just take a beat for a second and be like, wait, this is actually, and it's actually like hurting me. Like when you chase after somebody like that and like keep giving and they don't want it, it's like painful. Yeah, and like you everyone. Said, it's painful for everyone, and especially like they don't, and some people are just like, I think some people are kind of dicks and they like do that withdraw thing just to like suck the life out of things. Yeah. And it's like, then like, do that then, you know? But like, what if you matter? Like, where are you in that? Like, who cares? Let them have their thing. Even if you did fuck up, like even if you were the wrong one, if they're the one that wants to keep on withdrawing and being upset and doing that whole thing, they're just controlling you and running down a downward spiral, and you're gonna feed into that or give them the space to actually choose something different. Yay, space. Who knew this is a space conversation? Must be something I should know. Must be something I should pay better attention to.
No, I really love that. And in those, like, we are maybe since 2 years now, I'm working from home, or I'm not at home, like traveling all around the world with them or without them. But like, it's been 2 years at home. So Elodie is working from home too. So it's a lot of time all together. When I was working outside, like I had my space. We eat, like we have a lunch a week together, and the rest of it was my lunchtime. Like I can do whatever I want and stuff. Yeah. And now we all of us together, like every time. And in those moments, confined at home, and at the same time, as we have tools we didn't add, like a few years back. Few years back, I may have like just killed myself in my home for 3 weeks.
I mean, if choose to die, Romain would have been dying. Choose to die time. See ya.
Yeah, and I'm so happy. And maybe like one more time, we did some travel around Asia for 7 weeks, and then for 4 months, like even before Access. And it was amazing, even if we were together 24/7. But at home, it's never the same, because when you go around, like you discover something every day. Like it's like when you are confined at home, and like if people don't get social, like having real socialization, like talking to real people, even if it's virtually. If people just watching Netflix all day or whatever, like, oh my God, if you have nothing to say or just about one show, I can't. It's amazing.
You know what I'm so excited about is to see what happens when this is done. Like, I feel like people are going to be climbing on top of each other. Like, it's going to be so fun to see how, like, people that have not been, like I'm by myself, like, I'm single and I'm alone in my house. And so I'm, like, lots of space. I'm just working a bunch and having a good time. But people that are, like, you know, gosh, I mean, I can't wait to see people are just going to be, like, jumping on top of each other and hugging and kissing each other, and like it's been so long since you just could give somebody a huggy. And I'm like, don't really care. I'd hug anybody anyways right now, but the space thing is weird for people. I think that'll be really cool too, to be through this and see how people go with their, you know, the personal space thing is going to be a really interesting thing to see how people treat it after. Like, I think that is also going to facilitate some change, because it's going to be, people miss each other. Bodies need to be touched, you know, and they're not being, I feel that sort of strain in people's worlds. So I feel like if anybody's a body process facilitator, as soon as this whole shenanigans is over, throw a whole bunch of body classes on the, because they're just going to be like, touch.
Sam, I love to hug people. When I go to class, like I'm hugging people all day, like and it's just I miss that too.
Virtual huggy.
What else is possible? No, that will be awesome. I can't wait to see that too. Yeah. I hope people will leave some space too at the same time, like hugging, but
we should
not
put on a hug day. We should put on a hug day. Let's make. We're gonna make the day that COVID is over. We're gonna. Romain, let's do this. Let's do it. We're gonna make it a hug day together. Okay. We'll have to do this again, and we're gonna send an email out to all of the people in our databases and everyone, and say, now that it's all over, open up your doors. And huggies. And I'll bring Charlie with me, my son. My 4-year-old is the most beautiful huggy in the world. He'll hug it.
I'm in love with your son.
Isn't he the most beautiful thing in the world?
Oh, yeah.
I love him too. He just left me. He was here for a couple weeks. He's with his dad now. But I'm going to go smooch that guy soon.
Yes.
I'll smooch him for you, okay?
Yeah. Please. And it's funny. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw online there is some people making a living from hugging people in the street.
Well, sorry, say that again?
I'm pretty sure I saw online maybe a few months or a year back, people are making a living from hugging people.
I know, they were, yeah.
Fuck, those guys, we should do like a tippy stuff for them, you know, like giving a bit of money for them because hug is so much, wow. Crazy stuff. I love it. Oh, Ivy asked a question. Do you have tips to say to your partner if you are the one that requires space? Do you want to answer that?
That one's for you, babe. Oh, geez. I'm partner free right now, but I will give it a go. What's the question again? Tips for when you need space.
Yeah. What to say to your partner?
I'm a big fan of manipulating. I'm a big fan of manipulating in relationship, especially. I think it works like a charm. And I love being manipulated in relationship because I know when it's being done and I'm still like, thanks for putting the time in to manipulate me rather than be lazy and just like,
vomit. Yeah.
I'm like, thanks for manipulating me, man. That's really kind. So I'd say, to give some space. I would really probably say it, but don't make it about them. Right? You never make them wrong. And they're not wrong. You're the one that needs space. So, gosh, I mean, I would probably just say that. What do you do, Romain? I mean, I would probably just be like, babe, I love you. You're brilliant. Oh my gosh, I've loved so much how much time we're spending together. I use work as an excuse always because I'm a major workaholic and I work constantly. So I'm like, I really got to get a lot of stuff done. I'm going to stay at my place tonight. And, I can't wait to miss you. Because after we're done missing each other, yummy things happen. Yummy things happen after we miss each other.
You just said you are so great at it, even before that. And no, that's cool. Like, as you said, never make them wrong. Mm-hmm. Always ask yourself what they can hear right now.
Yeah.
It's why about the shut the fuck up thing too, to yourself, not to the other one. Please. Like,
that's what I thought you meant when you first said it. Shut the fuck up.
No.
Really? I had to talk to Christel. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, and why not? But like, it could be a crazy relationship. I don't want that. But just like, okay, what does he or she need to hear what can she hear? And like, yeah, as you said, if you don't make any people wrong, it's like not about them, but about you, it will pass. Like, just be congruent with that. Like, as you said, oh, I've got some stuff to do right now. Can't wait to meet you later. And if you are confined at home with them, like, go on the balcony or go in the other room or like, just don't make it about them.
Yeah, and that can go so south. Hey, like, I really need some space. 9 times out of 10, they're going to think it's their fault and they're wrong somehow. You know what I mean? Like, there's no kind way to really, there's kind ways to say it, but that is not it. If somebody says to me, hey, look, like, I just really need some space right now, I'm going to major judgment of me and just be aware of what you're creating. Like, just take a second. And I think that's the big thing in a relationship that people don't do is take a sec to just ask a question. How are they going to respond to this? I know this person. How are they going to take this? And just like be kind enough to them and you to be like, okay, wait, like I'm the one that needs a space, even if I'm pissed, even if they have done that, even if they're driving me nuts. What's it really going to create to just blurt that out like that? Versus what can you say or be or do to get the same result without creating that separation, that wrongness, and that like, because my gosh, I mean, fighting with somebody right now, especially in this situation, I mean, it's like, why would you do that to yourself?
Yeah.
That just sounds horrible. I'm like, oh, no. Go get a nice bottle of champagne, and because liquor stores are still open. And yeah, go find a reason to be away from them and do a little manipulation tricky and, you know, have a bath. Say I just, you know, have some stuff to do.
Yeah, and please, if you don't do it already all day, lower down your bar.
Oh, good one.
Like, be vulnerable. Like, for me, it's your biggest potency, and like, you will have so much less resistance to things, and you will stop being in reaction and start doing action, like asking for more space while manipulate the other one. Yeah. I would say
that's nice.
Love it, guys. Thank you, Evie. Yeah. Just what can I choose to make my life easier right now?
Ah, good one. Yeah. Is fighting with your spouse or the person you're in a relationship with ever worth being right for? Like, I think that's a big one too, watching for where you're just, am I proving something or creating? And like, if you're ever trying to prove that you're right in something, no matter what, oh my God, even if you are right, does it really matter? What's it going to create? Am I proving or creating? Is my initial reaction to this proving or creating?
I love it. Yeah. And like, rather to be free than rather to be right. Even if you think you're right, it's just an interesting point of view. As there, like, who cares? Like, but by giving you that space, manipulating the other one, like, will generate more. And at the same time, when I can tell, like, sometimes depending on what I'm doing or what Elodie is doing, like, we didn't choose that. Like, it's like just words flow. And the beauty of it is like we can come back to each other in 30 seconds or 5 minutes, whatever. Like, oh, you know what? I don't know why I react like that. I'm so sorry. Like, and generally, like, the other one asks the other, oh, how would you like me to say that thing? And
story is the best manipulation for everybody involved. If you're really willing to just, and then like, it just creates so much more. Like, people that aren't willing to say sorry are just creating such a nightmare in their lives. And like, anyway, sorry, I'll shut up. You were saying something good.
No.
I'm just boosting you up with your story. I love that you're willing to do that. It's amazing.
That's totally that. Like, and it's not about being right. It's like, okay, so that's not creating. I can tell that, like, for many years, or maybe you don't know them for many years, but whatever. Oh, we are going to reaction on that. Okay. What can the other one can hear? And if you can ask them, like, oh, I'm sorry, we've been in that like trauma and drama stuff, bullshit. How can I tell you that kind of thing next time? And sometimes they will not even know. Like, and so you would try something else, and maybe it would go to action again. And like, when people go to action, it's not about you. It's about something just pinging them. So don't go there and like eat them again and again and again. It's not generative. Might be the time just to exit the relationship, because sometimes the good choice is to leave. But what contribution can you be, and what contribution can they be? And we so much get part of ourselves to enter the boxes of other people's expectation, and sometimes it's just what we think their expectations are. It's not their real expectation.
Totally.
So you just fucked up yourself to please someone who didn't
even want it. They didn't even expect that of you. You didn't even fulfill their needs, which isn't great either. But nobody wins.
So ask yourself, what what will honor me? Like, as you said,
Yeah.
with I am proving or not, like, yeah. And what if you ask question? Yeah, what could I do to honor myself right now and be something and do something for me, not against the other one? Will create way more.
Yeah.
And I have a pretty fun exercise. I love it. I use it to negotiate some deals
Okay. Ooh, I like it. Okay.
and some, like, before buying a company and stuff. And I did it with Elodie a few weeks back, and it was
Awesome. I want to hear. I
awesome.
want to hear. I want to hear.
So a lot of time people just focus on things they don't want, but they can not really know what they want. So
Right.
I enter in that right offices where she usually work, and I just entered her, oh, can I ask you something, Myla? She said yes. And I told her, yeah, please close your eyes so you can do it right now watching that video. Not you, Chelsey. You are,
I was gonna have a little sleepy and listen to your fun manipulation exercise.
So just close your eyes. We are a year from now. Like, we just jump into the future a year from now.
Okay.
We just look back at the year we just passed, and it has been the most generative and contributory year in your relationship, in your business, or whatever. Like, the best year ever. What did happen? What makes you think and say it was the best year? And on those times, like, Elodie was like, what the fuck? So I asked her again, and she was like, oh, I did that. We did that together because it was more about relationship on that particular case. Oh, we do more of that. Like, oh, we dance like that. Or we take. And God, if you just write down
I
what the other
love
one,
this. I'm so doing it. I'm going to do it as soon as we're done this call.
And it's like, they will focus about what they want to. And you, instead of thinking what can make them happy, you will have some, like, you can decide if it's something fun, like if 9 out of 10 is like the same, like, way for you, how does it get any better? And if 9 out of 10 is like the complete opposite of what you want, you can make choices too, whatever, and do it for yourself. You really can do this for yourself. And for me, as we said before, relationship is like a wall panel relationship. And I have business partner in mainly all my different companies because I love the journey of it, even if sometimes they just break my balls. I'm like, you choose that, remember why you choose that, and all the freedom it's give you when you travel and stuff. And I'm so grateful for them. Thank you. And so when I can see something, I just go to them and ask them the same thing. Yeah. So year from now, look back, it was the best year of business partnership. What did happen?
Oh my God, I love this. I'm writing it down. I'm so in love with this. I've never heard it before. Romaine, what a gift.
And you can do that when you buy a company or whatever. Like, okay, because the main thing is, and I really learned that from a space of negotiation, but it's so can be applied to anything. Like, even some people, like, selling something, you assume they want only the money. Like, it's what's matter. Sometimes it's not. Like, you can buy a company sometimes way much cheaper or with different, like, they maybe just want you to save the company. They maybe just want you to keep the employees in place. They just want you, like, to keep honoring the company and stuff. But at some point, we have to pay the price. So when you do that with someone, like, hey, let's jump a year from now. Like, we had the best year. I give you everything you wanted. Like, you such happy you did sell that company to me. What did happen? What did you get? What was looks like?
That's
and
so
sometimes
cool.
It will never be about money.
So do you share it? You do like it as a thing? You ask them and then they tell you?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I want to do it by myself for stuff, but I can't wait. I've got like 4 people I can't wait to do this with.
And people will just look at you like, is he crazy? Like a bit? And that's, no, please do it. Like, it's really about what else is possible. Like,
Brilliant.
what, instead of focusing on something you don't like, what do you want? What do you like? What the perfect deal would look like for you? And sometimes you don't really even know, but by asking questions, always asking questions, it will bring that for them. So, and it's awesome because they will go, okay, I want more of that. I want more of that. I want more of that.
Cool. Thank you.
Maybe 3 years ago, I buy some share of a company without any money. Like the owner just give me, like, I pay him with like some benefit every year, one time a year, and I didn't give him $1. I was just like, okay, how can we make that deal? Like, what's fun for you? And it was not about the money. Money is like, it's just an energy and what. Yeah, what is possible? Sorry, I love that tool.
Oh my God, sorry. I love you for loving that tool and sharing it with us. I've never heard that before. That's really, really, really cool. It puts you in such a different place. It does and it actually takes you to the energy of what you're asking for. Rather than like, I've decided I need this to get to this thing. It's like, whoa, you've just had the best year ever. Like, what happened? What showed up? Like, what did you create? Like, it's just like, whoa, it's all energy. I'm like, whoa, everything got easier. I have people to support all the creations I am doing. I have more really wonderful staff that's supporting me. I created these amazing things, but at the end of it, I've got space.
Yeah.
Like, what a gift, Romain. Thank you. Man, I love it.
It's amazing because, like, as always, like, really asking questions and be willing to receive it.
Yeah.
And like to write that down, and please, because a deal, like manipulation, like deal, like negotiation, like relationship, it's all about the same. Sometimes the good deal is to exit that deal. So sometimes the good deal in relationship is to exit and left that relationship. It doesn't have to work. Like sometimes the best way it's work, it's for you to leave it. But the great thing, even if you don't have to justify to anyone, like in some case of some deals and people, you can don't make it about them. Just say, oh look, it's great, but it's just not where I want to go right now. I hope for you the best, and like let's keep in touch. But I'm off, and wow, what can this create? Because you always know something, but when you ask on top of that, and you let all the energy brings up, and it's work with everyone. They don't have to know access or whatever. Just
cool.
Boom, just coming up. What are you choosing?
Awesome. Thank you.
Love it. What do you want to talk about?
I'm like spacey, yummy, wanting to go talk to every person that matters to me and give them that tool.
I love it.
I mean, I'm good. I feel like, is there anything else? Too. I feel like that was a killer conversation, Romain. Yeah. High five. Wait, hold on. You have to do it. You're over here. Click.
Boom.
Boink. Oh, shit. We're terrible. We're like two 12-year-old kids that can't get it together. Thank you so much for having me, Romain. That was really brilliant.
It was so really fun and so intense. Like, it's like, boom. Thank you so much. Oh, I will do like, I understand why now every YouTubers do that. Please, if you like that content and like want to be an invitation for other people online, outside of Access or whatever, just be aware there is something different about relationship available. Please share that. Please like the video. Please subscribe. It's how algorithms work in YouTube. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Chelsey. And let's create something together. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Have a lovely night. Okay. Bye-bye.